Hi, it's Brandon Thomas-Asante. I'm really happy to be here, really excited to get going. And we're going to have a little look at the journey to what's brought me to City. Yeah, this first picture is, I guess it's scary at times because it almost feels like yesterday, but this was my first season professional at MK Dons, which is a city I grew up in. It's obviously not too far from here. And yeah, sort of I was just really eager to, like, whenever you get that match day feeling, obviously with the first team. It was sort of, I was 17 at the time, so it sort of came a little bit earlier than what normally is expected, but I was just super excited and probably showed in my performance a few times a bit more bouncy than what I ought to be, but it definitely incurred a bit of hunger to keep on going, to show in front of crowds sort of what I can do. And to that degree, I think I really enjoy up until now to still sort of make crowds happy and whatnot. So this is where it all started. The second picture, I think that was my first professional goal, which was obviously a feeling that you just always, every week, every game, you want to recreate that feeling, because there's no better feeling than scoring goals. Is what I love to do, and to get that moment for the first time there's no feeling like it, sort of thing. Probably wasn't the cleanest contact, but sort of when it went in, like, you just feels amazing. And like I say, just once you get that feeling once, you just want it a million times. So that's what every game, I go into a game feeling like I want to score, I want to win the game for the team, and yeah, just to continue that really. Going into the third photo, I don't know about the facials too much, but but yeah, this was when I was on loan. I went on loan to Oxford City, so they were in National League South. I think I'd come off the back of a little niggle, a bit of injury, and then as a young player, you sort of you head out on loan to sort of get a bit of experience sort of regularly. Funnily enough, this had come just after there was a chance of me actually coming to City for the first time, which I was really eager to do, sort of thing. I remember speaking to the player, sort of, I even came down to it was a Rico at the time, and I watched the game, and it was, I think, Jody Jones and Nazon, Ponchatelli, Doyle, Bayliss, just to name a few of the squad back then. But they had a really exciting group. It was obviously League Two season and went on to get promoted. And yeah, I think that's probably where a degree of that love really started for the club, and everything that's going on and what they stand for, really. Yeah, so the next picture is a cup game against Everton. That was when I'd gone to Salford, which was, yeah, a really interesting time in my career. I'd sort of, after that season of being away from MK on loan, and when I'd left, sort of thing, it was a bit of a time. Obviously, I'd grown up in Milton Keynes, always lived there, so this was a time where I've moved away from home for the first time, and you sort of are thrust into the real world of football, far stretched from any glamorous contract or any glamorous home or anything like that. But it's all for sort of the love of the game. You go miles away from home. I'm not one for phone calls, so Mum probably didn't hear from me as much as she would have wanted. But when you get to have moments like this, playing regularly first team football, playing against top clubs, top players, it really, you feel a different sense of sort of seniority to what I had before. And I think being a responsible player on the pitch is sort of something that came at this time at Salford City. I'd gone from being a young player at one place to, being the person who people look to sort of win the game at the majority of the time. Going on to the next photo, an absolutely amazing day in my career, which was the Papa John's Trophy, where we went, Salford, we went on a run and won our day out at Wembley. It was so special. Got to take a penalty in the shootout and we tucked it away, so we made sure of that one. But yeah, it was against obviously Portsmouth, who were in a higher league than us, and on paper we might not have been backed by a lot of people, but we definitely believed in ourselves. We had a strong group, and when it's their day out like that at Wembley, like, I've always sort of made a promise to myself that I won't want to let one single game and big opportunity pass me by. Like, I wouldn't like to hide in a situation like that. So I felt like I relished that day. I had a really good game, sort of thing. And yeah, the boys all performed really well together. It went to penalties and we got the job done. So extremely proud of that moment. And then next on from that one was, I believe, my debut goal for West Brom. That was, obviously the transfer came about very quickly, and obviously it was unprecedented for a lot of people to make the jump sort of in a lot of people's eyes. A 2-league jump is sort of not seen very often. On a personal note, I'd sort of always had high ambitions, and from when I was 17 and playing in League One, I'd always been looking up and thinking how to get to the Premier League, and that's still an ambition that I have and that I take very seriously. The personal, one of my favourites, which was against Stoke for West Brom. It was a little tap in, so obviously I was happy to get that. No, I think I'm sort of a player who I've always loved just, playing with my mates, playing in parks, playing with a rock at the ball at my feet, however I can get that feeling of being on the pitch. I'll always sort of seek that feeling. Just to be able to express myself, to play freely is something that means so much to me. And I guess in this moment, sort of, I just really got to play with instinct, which is how I play my best football. I know that not a lot of people probably knew that much about my style of playing, how I like to make special moments, but this was one of those times where I got to really let myself go, and obviously it was something that stayed in the minds of a lot of people, which I'm proud to have done for people. And yeah, I hope to make many more of those moments. That's not something that I see in myself as being a rare or one-off thing. I want to definitely give that excitement to the fans, and like I say, part of coming here was knowing that there's a squad who really are exciting, and I only hope to add to that, and that's every intention of what I want to do. This next photo was in the summer, having the opportunity to go away with Ghana national team for the first time, the Black Stars, which has always been a dream of mine. My father was born in Ghana. He came to England when he was 18, and there was not a lot of promise of, definitely having things easy. But, he made things work for him, and obviously my mum and father, it's not been easy in life, sort of thing, but they've definitely, for me and my sister, they've always provided whatever, gone above and beyond to give us the best life. So this was like a very full circle moment, where my dad was in England, obviously, and I'd gone to Ghana, but he flew out to catch my debut for Ghana, and just seeing him in the stands that day was nearly brought a tear to my eye. I won't confess, but it was really a full circle moment of what he'd been able to provide for me and my family, to have the opportunity to make my name in football, and to bring it back to home, really, to the roots. So it meant everything, and I know that we've got George Boateng here, who's obviously a legend in Ghana in his own right. So it's definitely an honour to work with him, and hopefully we'll definitely share that love, and he can give me loads of advice to be able to take not only to the sky blue kit, but also to the Black Stars. So, and this photo, is a real exciting photo for me. I think it holds a lot of prospects for an exciting chapter of an exciting new start to my career, and I think to the club. I think we were historically there's so much rich history that growing up I've been able to hear of and see sort of at close hand, not being from too far away, and just seeing what's been done in recent times, and knowing obviously there's so much success and so much potential of success to contribute to, really. There's a definite very clear trajectory, and I'm hoping that we can make things happen, and the Premier League is where we want to go. So seeing myself in this kit is a sign of positive things to come. I can't wait. I'm sort of counting down to that first time to be out there, and to get to meet all the fans for the first time, to put on a show for them and to show them a sign of things to come. So I've been out there and I've seen the stadium already with no one in there, and I'm already excited. So to see the stadium bouncing will mean everything to me, as well as I'm sure all of the boys. So yeah, I can't wait, and I hope it's one to remember.